Happy lunch hour, gang. All right. I think it'd be pretty fair to say that trust in the United States, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but I assume probably similar, in entities is getting lower and lower and lower. I'm not talking about politicians. I mean, come on, Democrats are at an all-time low, but Republicans ain't much better, especially in Congress. No, I'm talking about in our daily lives. I mean, we've seen stories lately on you go to buy food at Walmart, meat, for example, and the package says it's 3.72 pounds, and you take it over to the produce section, you mail it, weigh it, and it's 2.9 pounds or something like that. Do you trust the stores anymore? Do you trust any entity, if you will? Where it starts to get worrisome, and this is all the backlash, if you will, from COVID, from what we went through in 2019, 2020, 2021. I saw a story today. 83% of the public trusts their doctor, either mostly or very much. That sounds like a high number. But that means 17% of the people in this country, nearly 1 in 5, do not trust their doctor. That's scary. Now, the first thing I'd say is if you don't trust your doctor, go find a different doctor, okay? But there are some people who are like, it's the only one available to me. All right, you got it. I mean, y'all know me. I get my health care through the VA. I really like my doctor that I have here. The doctor I had in Las Vegas, couldn't stand him, all right? I was always hoping he wasn't there and I'd see somebody else when I had to go in. So I get it from both sides. But now you get into medicine. And again, I say this goes back to what we all learned in the COVID era. What are you trying to give me? We all added some knowledge to our brains during COVID. I wouldn't think there's a whole lot of people who in 2018 had any idea what mRNA was. Now, pretty much everybody knows what it is. But do you trust what they're giving you? We've seen the stories about, I've talked about them. They want to spray vegetables with this stuff. They want to inject it into cows and pigs and chickens so we get that transfer of whatever modified gene they are trying to put in your body via what you eat. We're coming up now to fall. I mean, yeah, I know it's mid-August or close enough. And you start thinking about it, it won't be that long till we're watching leaves fall off the trees. Weather's getting a little cooler, putting up Halloween decorations. Before you know it, snow is here. But what we're coming into is flu season. Now, think about this. We've all been through the gauntlet, if you will, whether it was when you were little kids, again, when you were in the military. I mean, hell, anybody who ever served remembers going down a line and they had these guns and they popped you in both shoulders with about a dozen shots all at once and your arms hurt for days. Okay. Let's say you step on a rusty nail now. Need tetanus shot. Got the story here the other day about the lady who was, I think it was in Arizona, she was out looking at the stars at night and a bat flew into her mouth. And so she had to get a rabies shot. Okay. How much do you trust what is in those shots? You go get a flu shot. A lot of people do. Not everybody. I don't. Okay. I've had them before in my past and still got the flu. Then there's years where I didn't get them and I didn't get the flu. I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense for me. Whatever the reason for pushing the flu shot, that's companies or governments or whatever. But okay. Now the question comes up that we should be asking our doctor, what's in there? All right. 59% of the American public, according to a KFF study, it used to be the Kaiser Family Foundation, okay, Kaiser Permanente, you guys know that name. 59% of Americans said they will definitely not or probably not get a COVID vaccine this fall, okay? After what we saw with all the side effects a few years back, doesn't surprise me, okay? Only 21% of the people said they definitely will. So 1 in 5. But remember how they were pushing this down our throats. You'll get free fries. We'll give you free tickets. You're going to have to show your card to get in the store. You're not allowed to leave your house unless you can prove. Remember all that? Okay. And now we're at 1 in 5 people who are willing to do it. If you only have 83% of the people that trust their doctors, and you only have 1 in 5 people that are willing to get this injected into them, do you think we might start hearing some pressures again about other ways? I'll just suggest this. Get something in writing from your doctor when they say they want to give you a flu shot that says it does not contain any mRNA technology. And save that. Because the doctor has to tell you the truth. Otherwise, medical malpractice is the next part. If you don't want it, they can't force it upon you. If it's just a flu shot and you want to get the flu shot, hey, all for it. If you want to get the COVID shot, hey, and if they're put together, go for it. But if you don't want something, they have no right to inject you with it. Well, you should have known is not a good answer. It's not a legal one either. But you have to ask. A lot of people will get the flu shot. I get it. Okay. But don't wind up getting something that you don't want. It's no different than pick something. You're on Ozempic. Tell me all the side effects, doc. Those are questions you need to be asking. People getting their insulin or whatever. There's plenty of reasons why people have injectables. Let's put it this way. But you absolutely should know what is in there. And if you don't, make sure you ask. Because if you don't believe in something, 1 in 5 people don't trust their doctor as is. If you trust him, ask him. If you don't trust him, for God's sake, try to find a different doctor, one that'll actually answer questions, right? Okay. On a side note here, kind of goes with the medicine because we can use it for this. Y'all have seen me talk about the Anchor cooler numerous times. Elliot let me know they're having a 2-day sale today and tomorrow on the cooler. You can get the cooler. You can get the cooler with the battery. You can get the cooler with 2 batteries. That way you got one to rotate. He's giving us an extra 10% off. If you're interested in it, you've been looking at it, the link is below. But I just kind of wanted to give you that. And in that respect, Elliot also wanted to give one away. So Next Tuesday on the live stream, we will give away an Anchor cooler. All you need to do to enter is put the state in which you live in, lower 48 only, and a word with the letter R in it, as in Romeo. And we will draw it on the live stream next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It is must be present to win. But, one of those, if you need refrigerated medicine, talking about it, there you go. If you want to keep food or sodas or beer or whatever cool, there's another way to go. So, just giving you that. Have a good one, gang. Pinball out.